screams?
It's awful.
Oh.
Just blood and screams and... Oh. Joe, what's this about?
I wish I had an answer.
Does Tizo?
Old enemies. He's been straight about his past. That's why he has bodyguards.
Yeah, one of whom is dead. At Ryan's. I don't believe this. It's impossible. All of Daddy's worst fears are coming true.
Now listen to me. I'm sorry that any of this has happened. I promised you you'd never get involved, that you'd never be in any danger, but last night was just something that we couldn't predict.
We?
Tizo promised me, and I promised you. I'd keep you safe. Tizo doesn't want me involved in any of his old battles. All he really has ever wanted for me was a normal, happy life, and you're giving that to me. And we'll give it to our kids.
No, Joey, I can't even think about that stuff. I mean, all I see is flashing and bullets popping and Jack getting hurt trying to protect me. Look on Ma's face, and she saw that man was dead. Blood on my dress.
Oh, come on, now, stop it. Stop.
It's awful.
Now, listen. It's all over now.
Oh.
You don't need Jack to protect you, because I will. We're safe here. I'll just keep on holding you.
Oh. I love you.
I love you so much. Nothing like this is ever going to happen again. I'm just grateful it wasn't worse, that we're okay.
We're alive. We might not have been.
Yes. Nothing will ever happen to us. I promise. So safe. So in love.
Wait a minute. Wait. We can't take a chance now.
I don't want to wait. You don't either, do you?
Awful down there. Everybody just wanting to look at the bullet holes. And the bloodstain won't come off the floor no matter what Johnny does. We're gonna have to have him sanded down and revarnished.
Maybe you should charge admission. Scene of the crime, throw in a free beer.
That's not funny.
I know.
It's the worst experience that ever happened to me in my life. The men busting in and the shots, and everybody screaming. The blood.
Gee, I'm sorry, Dee, but when I'm shot, I bleed.
Well, you wouldn't have if you hadn't jumped in front of Siobhan. That was crazy. I mean, it was really brave. But now here you are, hurt, and that bodyguard's dead, and Tizo doesn't even have a scratch on him, and he's the one they were after. Thank goodness, I mean, I know it's really awful that all this happened because of him, but it wasn't really his fault. Johnny, is Maeve any better? She seems to be holding it all in.
Something to be said for that.
Yeah, she's on her way to the precinct to look at mugshots. Look, I need your help, Dee.
My help?
Well, Jack is not available. I can't clean up downstairs and mind the both kids, would you please? Give me a hand with Ryan and little John.
Well, I really would, but I don't think that they should see me shaking again. There's no reason to scare them. I gotta get out of here. I don't feel safe.
Where are you gonna feel safe today, Dee?
zoo. I'm going to the monkey house.
Visiting friends?
Yeah, I know the keeper there. He's really nice. And a wonderful gorilla. Goodbye.
Have a swell time. I'm sorry I'm not much good at the moment.
Well, wouldn't be appropriate of me to complain, Jack. Seeing as how you got that way protecting my daughter.
Well, don't let that stop you, Johnny. When have you ever worried about what's appropriate?
Okay, Jack, you want all my feelings on the matter?
Not particularly, but I'm sure you'll give them to me.
Yes, I'd like to give you more than that. You may be responsible for saving my daughter's life, but you're also responsible for messing it up. Joe Novak checked out clean, right?
Look, I did not force Siobhan to marry Joe. If anyone did that, Johnny, you did.
Nobody forces Siobhan to do anything, but none of this had to happen. You introduced them. You assured her, you reassured her. You're the guy who sets things in motion, gets them all stirred up, and then cuts out.
Here we go again, huh? We're not talking about Siobhan. We're talking about Mary. She died because we had a disagreement, huh? Her car went over an embankment because she was mad at me.
Jack, you're the one who's saying these things. I am not. All right? Matter of fact, Mary was in a rush. She was trying to get to Siobhan's wedding, which, God help me, you're as much responsible for as anybody else. And nothing's been the same since. Death, chaos, gangsters at my door. A perfectly normal, happy, peaceful family turned into shambles because of you and your pals.
Yeah.
Who's this?
Member of the family. Who is this?
Oh, Jack, I'm sorry I didn't recognize your voice. It's Roger Coleridge.
Hello, Roger. A little wild around here this morning.
Yeah, I can imagine. The papers were full of it. Were you hurt?
Oh, it's not serious.
I'm glad to hear that. Is Dee all right?
Well, she was upset, but you know, Dee, she's resilient.
Well, everybody has their limits. May I speak to her?
Well, she's not here, I'm afraid.
Well, do you know where she went?
I might try the monkey house at the zoo.
Well, I'm surprised you're in a mood to make jokes.
I'm not joking. That's where she said that she was headed. You want to see her, I checked there.
The monkey house. Very well, thank you, Jack.
Sure. So long.
How do you feel now?
I feel better, safer. Last night seems a little bit farther away. You know, I think we might have made a mistake.
Making love is the best way of affirming life and love. And I love you.
I know. But affirming life and creating one are two different things. Certainly hope we didn't, because I'm not ready.
What'd you find out?
What we already knew.
They'll pay.
Certainly. Where's Siobhan?
Upstairs. Hey, how well covered are you?
Eddie and Mary are in the car, and Fonny and Vic are out in the alley.
I won't be coming to your house again for a while. Mainly, I want to tell you there's going to be trouble. Lots of it. Wally wants my operation. He has people.
So do you. Well, you're going to stop them now, aren't you? You can't pretend this hasn't happened.
You have a new loyalty, Joy.
Nothing's changed between you and me, Tizo. You know that. It's just that I don't have only myself to think about now. I've got a wife to protect, I promised.
So have I. I honor my promises. That was a little slip-up last night. It'll never happen again.
I have to have your assurance on that.
I respect that, Joey. What is it you want to hear?
That you'll move against them fast That there'll be enough soldiers around to keep the neighborhood safe for her?
I've already called in our friends. Nobody will bother you, two of you, if you stay here in our territory.
How can you be sure of that?
I've been running things for 31 years. I'm alive today because I know how to be sure. Sweetheart, are you okay?
Barely. How are you? You shouldn't be out.
Oh, this is my home ground. They won't come after me here. Besides, I'll never do it again.
Are you sure?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry your family got mixed into it. Thank God it wasn't any worse, and that your brother-in-law can move fast.
He could have been. Well, I'm not trying to think about that now. You sound as though you know who did it.
Oh, somebody trying to settle an old debt. They got one of my men, but it's all finished now.
Especially for Marty.
Oh, yes, that was sad. Joey, I think you and me ought to go and pay a call on his widow.
Is that safe?
Oh, you know how I feel about my nephew. You don't think that I would take him where it wasn't safe?
I'll keep it brief. In the meantime, you stay put. Put on some coffee, and I'll bring home some Danish.
Please be careful.
Okay.
So long.
Hello?
Siobhan.
Jack? Oh, boy. Am I glad that you called. How are you? What's the arm like?
It hurts like hell.
I'm sorry. How's everybody doing there?
Well, your mother's pretty good. She went over precinct straight from Mass.
Yeah, of course.
The kids are with Mrs. Shaw. They don't know anything as far as we can tell. And your father, wondering if I have enough strength in one arm to strangle him.
That bad?
Worse.
Where does he get off? I mean, making things difficult for you after what you did. You're a hero. Joe knows that. Even Tizo does.
Yeah, look, the reason I called is to find out how you are.
I'm gonna come up there.
No, I don't know, Siobhan.
Yes, yes, unless you don't want company.
Well, I'd love your company, but under the
No
circumstances...
buts. I want to talk to you, and I'd like to talk to Daddy. He's not being fair.
You've got enough to handle. I'm used to ignoring him.
Oh, well, I'll just pretend like it's a little visit. He'll see how together I've got my act. That'll be quite a job, but I want to come home, so let's just not analyze this, okay?
Okay.
Great, I'll see you in about an hour.
Great.
So long.
Remember me? I usually come with my little boy. This time I decided to come by myself because things are kind of terrible where I live. You know, I could almost envy you. It might not be too bad to live in a cage if somebody came to take care of you every day. If they had such a thing as a bulletproof cage.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Mr. Douglas. You must think I'm crazy talking to him like that.
I talk to him all the time. Okay, kid, it's school time.
School?
I'm teaching him to talk. Sign language. No, wait a minute. I know you want one, but you have to ask. Banana. Banana. I know you want one. Show me. Here. Banana.
Doesn't he get upset if he thinks you're teasing him like that?
No, he trusts me. He knows I want him to do something, but he doesn't know what it is. Banana. Banana. That fella. We'll keep it up. He'll catch on eventually.
Well, anybody can see how smart he is.
He's socially advanced, tuned in to people. He's a very sensitive fella. I've been with him ever since he was a baby. Of course, there's one school of thought that argues that this sign language isn't an intellectual process at all, merely imitative behavior.
Like monkey see, monkey do?
Right. But I don't think so. I think one day he'll make the connections. One day I'll come in here, and he'll go like that. You see? He knows we're talking about bananas.
Can I give him one?
Oh, I don't think that'd be safe. And you wouldn't want him nibbling on one of your fingers.
Oh, he doesn't look like he'd nibble anything.
Why don't I give him one in your name?
Okay, it's Delia.
Now remember, Albert, this is from your friend Delia. He says thank you very much. Will you have lunch with me someday?
What, in there?
I meant me.
Oh. Oh, that's really nice, but I don't...
Oh, excuse me, am I being dumb? I mean, I saw you with a kid, but I didn't see a wedding ring or anything, so I thought maybe you were divorced or something.
Well, not exactly. Not yet, anyway.
Delia?
Roger, how did you know I was here?
Jack told me.
Oh, well, it so happens that this is where I come to get away from my problems.
Excuse me, I think there's some chimps down here who would like the rest of these.
Oh, well, it's nice talking to you.
Dee, I was worried after what happened last night, and I was hoping maybe we could talk.
Roger, I'm not interested in anything you could have to say.
Is it any better?
Well, your father's the same. The arm is lousy, so I'll probably be lousy company.
Oh, you're excused. If you hadn't been such good company last night, I'd probably be dead.
I doubt that.
Well, don't. I thought I should use the front stairway. Eventually, I'll be able to face going downstairs, but I need to deal with reality little by little.
Yeah, well, it was real, all right.
I suppose that arm doesn't give you much chance to get it off your mind, huh? I'd hurt for you if I could.
I know.
Well, is there anything I can do?
Mm-hmm. Be careful.
I know. I used to hate those words. Ma used to say that when I was a kid. Every time I was having fun or being a little too adventurous, like walking on a wall or swimming out too far or doing something else wonderful. She'd always yell, "Siobhan, be careful!" And it only made me want to do it all the more, you know, just to prove that I was all right.
Well, it's not appropriate under the current situation.
I know. I can tell the difference because I wasn't scared all those times. But this time... Jack, I've never been so terrified as I was last night. I mean, I'm frightened for myself. I'm frightened for Joe. All of us. No matter what anybody else thinks. Tizo is a part of my family now, and I love him.
If you're smart, you keep your distance from Tizo for a while.
I know. It just never occurred to me, you know, even if all those stories were true, that all the people I love would be in danger.
Oh, you finally got some sense into your head. Better late than never, I say, huh?
Lay off it, Johnny.
Now, look. You and I have an understanding about running your daughter's life, okay? She happens to be my daughter.
Yeah, and she's just been through the ringer, okay?
And whose fault is that, huh?
Daddy, please. If we're gonna discuss this, why don't we just be rational? What good is laying blame?
What is rational about a man lying dead in my saloon? What's rational about my son-in-law catching a bullet that's meant for your in-law? What's gonna happen next?
Siobhan!
Damn it. I told her to stay put.